The story will take place mostly between MGS2 and MGS4, up to MGS4. So, we all know what Raiden is in MGS4. We want to build up how Raiden became the Raiden we know in MGS4. You saw in the trailer that he has a little bit more darker feeling to it. He sliced people to pieces, and that's one of the questions that we would like to answer. People might ask, why did you become such kind of evil or dark or kind of almost insane? What you saw in the trailer is actually, the background environments that was specifically created for the trailer. However, the system of the cut at will cutting system actually exists, and it's already in, what you saw is already built within the team. Definitely, we'll keep that stealth element in there because I think that's one of the main parts of Metal Gear and what made Metal Gear Solid. And as a fan in the team as well, I would like to keep that option in Rising as well. But in the game, we are leaning towards the action part, so how we're going to balance this is that there will not just be people or human beings as your enemies. There'll be cyborgs and there'll be mechanics, robots and things like that. So when those guys come up, come up, I want the people to have fun, cutting and destroying. Or even with the people as well, you will have the option to just cut their ammunition and just take away their weapons. So I will love to keep that element in there. We can't say we have a definite control system of the user input because I think we'll probably adjust all the way to the finish of the game. We have set 10s and 20s of patterns that we think might work, and we're actually figuring it out. That's what we meant by we're still figuring out the control system. We came up with a concept first, cut at will. What if we could cut everything we see? We thought that would be really good. I mean, really fun to play. But when we thought about, okay, cutting freely, we thought about a katana, the sword, and then if it's a sword, it should be Raiden. So it kind of all came place. So the Raiden sword concept didn't come first. We had the system concept that came up first. Even though we said the storyline is set between MGS2 and MGS4, we don't want to make it so that only the core gamers would appreciate the story. We want the first players of MGS series to come and pick up Rising and play very easily without, not knowing all the details about the saga. Hideo Kojima is always, identified as telling the story and having a message, having his humor inside, and even sometimes scolding the player. These all message was the style of Hideo Kojima in the past MGS series. But in Rising, what we like to do is we would like to have almost as a second series or the second IP in the KJP studio, meaning so that the both MGS that and the Rising will both be kind of a standard from Kojima Productions. That's what we're aiming at, meaning we're not trying to copy the ways that Hideo Kojima has done. We would like to kind of represent something different. So one concept that I could say for sure this time is that the central what we are trying to aim is a sword, katana, action, fast-paced action game. And that's, even to say that's totally different to MGS, so that's what we're aiming. As Mr. Kimura has been always involved in the past MGS series, he always says, oh, we should have cutscenes here, or we should, tell stories here. But since I'm the producer and trying to create something different, I am thinking of always battling with him, actually, that no, we shouldn't have cutscenes. No, we're going to make it more or less. And that's how we look every day.